and buzzword. Techlibity and buzzword. Techlibity and buzzword to host robotics competition. Schedule February 10 activity. Techlibity magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. Sports social networking site Buzzword will be teaming up with the magazine to host the event. This 3-hour competition called the Tech Buzzword Challenge TBBC will take place at the Boardwalk Convention Center in Atlantic City on March 28. Tickets to the event will be free. Tickets to the event Tickets to the event will be free, but must be reserved in advance. Also, Buzzword users will be able to watch a live streaming video of their TVPC via the site. Buzzword was their obvious, 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 obvious. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner partner on this, said Gabriel Corey's director of commercials, Tech Liberty magazine. Gabriel Corey's director of communications, Tech Liberty magazine. Director of communications, Tech Liberty magazine. I mean, this is a corporation. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They are always looking for on the newest device. They are always looking for news way. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for use on their newest devices. Plus, we're being convert converting 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 looking for engaged users, whether it's adding feature to its site or adopting it for use on their newest devices. Plus, we're being comparing. Comparing, comparing, comparing. Conjuring constantly introduce exciting, engaged feature, adapt device cover, creation art, begin to creation, collaborate with participant academia, invite, compete for prize category, but rain dry. Plus, wording comparing, wording, plus wording comparing, comparing. Covering. And plus, we have been covering buzzword activities since its creation. We know them well. We know them well, and when we approach them about the competition, they will really name, really name, really name, really name. Beginning to, beginning to, beginning to, beginning to, beginning to. Beginning to, beginning to. Just word with. Plus, we've been covering buzzword activities since its creation. We know them well. We know them well, and when we approached them about the competition, they were really keen to collaborate with us. Mm. They were really keen to collaborate with us. Participants from both academia, 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 academia are obvious, obvious. We know them well, and we approached them about the competition. They were really keen to collaborate with us. Collaborate with us. Participants from both academia. Oh, academia. Academia and an industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes in the event 28 categories. These include Best Design, Biggest Part, and Brainest Droid. Brainest Droid. Brainest Droid. Brainest Droid. Buzzword users will be able to outline their favorites after each round of the competition, and Tech Liberty magazines will be devoted to the winners and their creations. But devoted, devoted, be devoted to, be devoted to, be devoted to, be devoted to. Be devoted to. 時間労力しねえなどうさと。 Be devoted to. And Tech Liberties magazines may issue review devoted to their winners and their creation. For more details about Tech Bird Board Challenge, visit their magazine's website at www. Tech Liberty and Buzzword to host robotics competition. Chicago, February 10. Tech Liberties magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. For more special social networking site Buzzword, will be teaming up with the magazine to host the event. This 3-hour competition called the Tech Bird Spot called the Techbird Sport Challenge (TBBC) will take place at the Board World Convention Center in Atlantic Center on March 28. Tickets to the event will be free. Tickets to the event will be free, but must be reserved in advance. Also, Buzzword users will be able to watch a live streaming video or the TBBC via the site. Buzzword was obvious choice for partner on this, said Gabriel Collins, director of communication technology magazine. I mean, this is a counter. Oh, I mean, this is a corporation that. Ah. I mean, this is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly introducing some that's fresh and exciting. Mm, mm, mm. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features, to its site or adopting it for use on their newest devices. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adopting, whether it's adopting, whether it's adopting, whether it's adopting features to site. Whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on the newest devices. Plus, we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. Plus, we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. Buzzword was the obvious choice for partner on this state, Gabriel Collins, director of communication technology magazine. I mean, this is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's pleasant and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for the for on the new for on the newest devices. We've been covering we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. First, we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. First we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. Mm, we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. We know them now, and when will we approach them about the competition, and when we re, and when we are, and when we approach them about the competition. And when we approached them about the competition, they were later keen to collaborate with us. Participants from both academia, participants from both academia and industry have been in academia. Participants from both academia and industry have been invited. Participants from both academia and industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes in their event 28 categories, 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 category, 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 categories. 28 categories. These include best design, biggest build, biggest port, and brainiest droid buzzword. Users will be able to vote online their favorites after each round of the competition, and Tech Liberty magazines may issue will be devoted to the winners and their creations. For more details about the Tech Sport Challenge, visit their magazine's website at www. Tech Liberty and Buzzword to host robotics competition. Chicago February 10, Tech Liberty magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th years in publication near Mars by holding a robotics competition. What's more, social networking site Buzzword will be teaming up with the magazine to host their event. Tech Liberty magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th years. We mark its 50th years in publication next month by holding an robotics competition. What's more, special networking site Buzzword we will teaming up with the magazine to host the event. Hmm. This 3-hour competition called the TechBird Bar Challenge (TBBC) will take place at the Board World Convention Center in Atlantic City on March 28. Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. All server users will be able to watch a live streaming video of the TBBC via the site. Our buzzword was the obvious choice for partner on this, said Gabriel Collins, director of Communication Tech Liberty magazine. I mean, this is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's flashy and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users when it's adding features to its site or adapting for use on their newest devices. Plus, we've been covering buzzword activities since its creation. We know them well, and when we approached them about the competition, they were literally keen to collaborate with us. Participants from the Burst Academia, 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 and industry have been embodied to compete for trophies and other prizes in the event's 28 categories. These include Best Design, Biggest Bot, and Brainest Droid. Buzzword users will be able to vote online their favorites after each round of the competition. And Tech Limited magazines may issue will be devoted to the winners and their creation. For more details about Tech Burst Sport Challenge, visit the magazine's website at Tech Liberty and Buzzword to host robotics competition. The character February 10, Tech Liberty's magazine, known for its product reviews and its informative articles. The character February 10, Tech Liberty magazine for known for its product reviews and informative articles. We mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. What's more? Oh, what's more? Social networking site Buzzword will be teaming up with their magazine to the host event. This 3-hour competition called the Tech Bird Spot Challenge (TBBC) will take place at the Board Work Convention Center in Atlantic City on March 28. Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. Also, buzzword users will be able to watch a live streaming video of their TVBC via the site. Buzzword was the obvious choice for partner on this, said Gabriel Collins, director of communication, The Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on the newest devices. Plus, we we've been covering Buzzword's activities since its creation. Hmm? Buzzword was obvious choice for a partner on the estate. Gabriel Collins, director of communications, Tech Liberty magazines. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly introducing something legislation and exciting. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly this is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's legislation and exciting. Our buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this. Date Gabriel Collins, director of communications, Tech Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users. They were always looking for new ways to engage users. Ah, they were always looking for new ways to engage users. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on their newest devices. Whether it's whether 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 it's adding whether it's adding whether it's adding whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for use on their newest devices. Whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for use on their newest devices. Whether it's adding features site or adopting it for use on their newest devices. Mm-hmm. Whether it's whether whether it's adding features to whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for on their newest devices. Buzzword was obvious choice for a pattern on this, said Gabriel Collins, director of communication, Activity magazine. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users. They are always looking for new ways to engage users. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for use on the newest devices. Whether it's adding features to its site, whether it's adding features on its website or adopting it for use on the newest devices. Whether it's adding features, whether it's adding users, whether it's adding users, hmm? Whether it's adding features to its site. Hmm? Buzzword was obvious choice for partner on this. Date Gabriel Collins, director communication tech Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site, its site. whether it's adding features to its site or adopting, whether A or B, 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 whether A or B. Hmm? Wordsworth was the obvious choice for a partner on the essay. Gabriel Collins, director of communications, Tech Liberty magazine. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's pleasant and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adopting hmm? or adopting it for use on their newest devices. Is it whether A or B, whether A or B, whether A or B, whether A or B, whether A or B. They are always looking for other. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to site or adapting it for use on their newest devices. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's pleasant and exciting. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on the newest devices. Adapting it, adapting it for use on the newest devices. Hmm? Wordsworth was obvious choice for a partner on this. Date Gabriel Collins, director of communication, Tech Liberty magazine. I mean, this is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's pleasant and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting, whether it's adding features to its site whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on their newest devices, whether it's adding features, they are looking for they are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on their newest devices, adapting it for use on their newest devices. Beresford was the obvious choice for a partner on the estate. Gabriel Collins, director's communication tech Liberty magazine. I mean, this is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's pleasant and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adopting it for use on the newest devices. Adapting it for use on the newest devices. Adapting it, adapting it, or adapting it for using on the newest devices. Adapting it for using on the newest devices. Of course, we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. We know them well. We know them well. And when we approached them about competition, they were very lean too. We know them well. We know them well. And when we approached them about competition, and when we approached them, When we approached them about the competition, they were very keen to collaborate with us. And when we approached them about the competition, when we approached them about the competition, and when we approached them about them, and when we approached them about the competition, they were very keen to collaborate with us. Participants from both academia, 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 academia. Ah, Participants from both academia and industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes in their event 20 years categories. These include best design, biggest word, and brainest droid buzzword. Users will be able to vote online for their favorites after each round of the competition. And Tech Liberty magazines may issue will be devoted to the winners and their creation. For more details about the Tech Buzzword Challenge, visit their magazine's website at Tech Liberty and Buzzword to host robotics competition. Chicago, February 10th. Tech Liberty's magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th year in a publicity. We mark its review and informative articles will mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. We mark its reviews and informative articles. Tech Liberty magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, we market its 50s. 15? あれ ?15? 50. Oh. 50? 15. 15 anniversary? 50. 50. Oh, 50. 50. 50th year in publication next month. This will mark its 50th. We mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding our robotics competition. Special social networking site where we the teaming up with the magazine to host the event. This 3-hour competition called the Tech Burst Bar Terrain TBBC will take place at the Board World Convention Center in Atlantic City on May 28. Ticket to the event will be free, but must be reserved in advance. Ticket to the event will be free, but must be reserved in advance. Also, Buzzwords users will be able to watch a live streaming video of the TBBC via the site. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this date. Gabriel Corin's director of communications. Tech Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on the newest devices. We've we've been covering buzzwords activities since its creation. We know them well. We know them well, and when we approach them, we know them well. And when we approach them about the competition, they were very keen to collaborate with us. But participants from both academia, あれ、academia, academia, academia. Participants from this academia and industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes in the event's 28 categories. These include best design, biggest word, and plainest ride. Buzzwords users will be able to vote online for their favorites after each round of the competition. And Techlibrity's magazines may each will be devoted to the winners and their creations. For more details about the Tech Buzzword Challenge, visit the magazine's website at Techlibity and Buzzword to host robotics competition. Chicago, February 10. Techlibity magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, we mark its 50th year. 50th year. Oh, 50th. Fifty? Eh? 50? 50? 50? 50 years. あ、はいはい。50. 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. For more special networking, Cybersworld will be teaming up with the magazine to host the event. This 3-hour competition called the Tech Burst Watcher in TBBC. Oh, TBBC. TBBC. The 3-hour competition called the Tech Burst Watch. Buzzword was the obvious choice for this 3-hour competition called the Tech Burst Watcher in TBBC will take place at the Board World Convention Center in Atlantic City on March 28. Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. Also, Buzzword users will be able to watch a live streaming video of the TBBC via the site. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this. Date Gabriel Collins, director of communication Tech Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something. This is a corporation that's new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adopting. This is a corporation that's constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on their newest devices. Plus, we've been covering Buzzword's activities since its creation. We know them well, and when we approached them about the competition, they were really keen to collaborate with us. Participants from both academia. Oh. Academia and industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes in the event's 28 categories. These include Best Design, Biggest Board, and Brainest Ride. Buzzword users will be able to vote online their favorites after each round of the competition, and Tech Liberty's magazine may issue will be devoted to the winners and their creations. For more details about the Tech Buzzword Challenge, visit the magazine's website art. Certificate for in information technology diploma 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 1.2 years, 8,240, $8,240, 8,000, $8,240. $8,240. Oh, full-time 20 hours per week. 20 hours per week. Certificate for in information technology. Certificate for in information technology. 1 year. Oh, number of returns required. ICT. 6,592. 6,592. Eh? Oh. Oh. $6,592. $92. Oh. Mm. Mm. Chicago February 10 Tech Liberty magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. What's more, social networking site Buzzword will be teaming up with their magazine to host their event. This 3-hour competition called the Tech Buzzword Challenge (TBBC) will take place at the Board World Convention Center in Atlantic City on March 28. Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. Also, Buzzword users will be able to watch a live streaming video of their TPPC via the site. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this. Dave Gabriel Collins, director of communications, Tech Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that constantly. This is a corporation. This is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They are always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on their newest devices. Plus, we've been covering buzzword activities since its creation. We know them, we know them well, and when we approached them about the competition, they were very keen to collaborate with us. Participants from both academia, Participants from both academia and industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes. In the event's 28 categories, these include Best Design, Best Sport, and Busiest Ride, but users will be able to vote online for their favorites after each round of the competition, and Tech Liberty magazines may issue will be devoted to their winners and their creations. For more details about Tech Bird Sport Challenge, visit the magazine's website art. Mm. Tech Liberty and Buzzword Take Liberty and Buzzword to host robotics competition. Chicago, February 10. Take Liberty magazine, known for its product reviews and informative articles, will mark its 50th year in publication next month by holding a robotics competition. What's more, social networking site Buzzword will be teaming up with their magazine to host the event. This 3-hour competition called Me Tech Bird Sport during TBBC will take place at the Board World Convention Center in Atlantic City on May 28th. Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. Huh? Tickets to the event will be free but must be reserved in advance. Also, Buzzword users will be able to watch a live streaming video of the TBBC via the site. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this. Buzzword was the obvious choice for a partner on this, said Gabriel Collins, director of communications to Liberty magazine. This is a corporation that constantly introducing something that's fresh and exciting. They were always looking for new ways to engage users, whether it's adding features to its site or adapting it for use on their newest devices. Plus, we've been covering Buzzword activities since its creation. Now we know them well, and when we approached them about the competition, they were very keen to collaborate with us. Participants from both academia and industry have been invited to compete for trophies and other prizes in the even 20 years categories. These include Best Design, Biggest Sport, and the grain is dried. Birthright users will be able to vote online for their favorites after each round of the competition, and 12 our tech limited magazines may issue will be devoted to the winners and their creation. For more details about Tech Burst Board Challenge, visit the magazine's website www. Employee handbook stocking shelves P28 P80 Stockers at Phoenix Closers. Stockers at Phoenix Closers are responsible for stock shares with flash items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. While carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to observe the following guidelines: deliveries deliveries after a delivery comes in. After a delivery comes in, the storekeepers will sort the item into cards to the stockers. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling, or after delivery comes in, the storekeepers will sort the items into carts, into carts for the stockers. Stockkeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Stockers are often asked to help stockkeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for stockkeepers are found on page 22 of this handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag with a number. Each card should have a tag with a number. Each card should have a tag with a number. Each card should have a tag with a number. If your card has not been assigned a tag, your card has not been assigned a tag. If your card has not been, your card hasn't been, if your card hasn't been signed or tag, the stockkeeper can ask the stockkeeper where they should take it. In their aisle, and there will be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so the customers can get around it easily. Be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so that customers can get around it easily. Each cart should have a tag. Each cart should have a tag with a number. Each cart should have a tag with a number. If your cart hasn't been signed a tag, the stocker can ask our storekeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart. Each cart should have a tag with a number. Each cart. If your cart has not been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask the stockkeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so that customers can get around it easily. Each card should have a tag with a number. Should have a tag. Tag. Each card should have a tag with a number. If a card has not been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask our storekeeper where they should take it. And I will be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so the customers can get around it easily. Shelves lend the shelf to make room for the new products. Check all the date on perishables such as dairy and meat items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to their stockroom. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack under can before restocking. restocking before the store opened. Before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh produce to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during the opening hours. The freshest stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the stockroom and reported to the storekeeper. Overstock after restocking our shelf, return to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock. After restocking a shelf, return to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on a brew counter. Storekeepers will sort these items and take them to refrigerated and non-refrigerated storage areas. Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Stock cars at point closers are responsible for stocking shelves with flash items and ensuring that the product display remain orderly. And ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. Stockers at point closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. Remain. remain. Mm-hmm. Stock cars at when its closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that the product displays remain orderly. Displays remain orderly. Displays remain. Stockers at when its closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. All product displays remain orderly. Remain orderly. Remain orderly. Remain orderly. Orderly. Remain orderly. Ah. Hmm? Displays remain orderly. Displays remain orderly. Product. All that all product displays remain. Remain orderly. And ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. Remain orderly. Hmm? Remain order while carrying our duties and other duties. They are expected to start the hmm? Not ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. Remain. Oh. Cars at one closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. Displays all product displays remain orderly. Intelligent are remain orderly while carrying out deeds and other duties. While carrying out deeds and other duties, they expected to utter the following guidelines. While carrying out these and other duties, while carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to utter the following guidelines. Following guidelines. Following guidelines. Alright. Okay. Employee handbook stocking shelves. Stockers at Phonic closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. While carrying out duties and other duties, they are expected to adhere the following guidelines. After delivery comes in, stockkeepers will sort the items into carts for the storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for stockkeepers are found on page 22 on their handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag with their number. Should have a tag. Oh, each card should have a tag. Should have a tag. Each card should have a tag with their number. If our card has not been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask the storekeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the cards so that customers can get around it easily. Shelves arrange the shelf to make room. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new products. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new product. Check all the dates on perishables, share as daily and meat. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. It's nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new products. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new products. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new product. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new products. Check all dates. Check all the dates on perishables. 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 Are perishables such as daily and meats, such as daily as meat. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to their stockroom. Place these in the basket. Place these in the basket on the bottom lock of the cart before listering. Listering. Get around. Align the shift to make room for the new product. If her card had not been assigned a tag. No. Check all their dates on perishable. Check all their dates on perishables. Perishables. Check all their dates on. Check all their dates. Check all their dates on perishables. Search as daily and meat. Dairy and meat. Dairy and meat. Search as daily as meat. On. Search as daily as and meat. such as daily enemies, such as daily enemies. Ah, such as daily enemies, items nearing or past their expiration date. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stock room. Place these in the basket. Place these in the basket and on the bottom lock. On the bottom lock of the cart before restocking. Before restocking. Ah, restocking. Ha ha ha. Of the cart before restocking. R. Arrange yourself to make room for new products. Check order dates. Check order dates on the receiver such as daily and meats. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Items nearing or past the expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack under bottom lock of the cart. Basket on the bottom lock of the cart. Bottom lock of the cart. Bottom lock. Ah. Place season in the basket. Place season in the basket on the bottom lock. Bottom lock of the cart. Bottom lock. Bottom lock of the cart. Bottom lock of the cart. Bottom lock of the cart. Bottom lock of the cart before restocking. Restocking before the store opens. Before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh produce. Will bring fresh produce to aisle 1 and 2. Before the store opens, stockers before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh procedure to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on to their other sections. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The freshest stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. The freshest stock should always be placed. The freshest stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. The freshest stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. The freshest stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. At the back of the shelf. Oh. Before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh procedure to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on the other they will move it on to the other sections of the store during open hours. They will move to the other sections. They will move it on. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. Fresh procedure to aisle and to check order dates on perishables such as daily and meat. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the basket. Place these in the basket on the bottom lock of the cart before restocking. Restocking before the store opens, stockers will bring flesh produce to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on to the other sections of the store. Moving on to the other sections of the store. We're moving on to the other sections of the store. They will move to the other sections of the store. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. They will move it on their store. They will move it on to the store. Or they will move it on to the other sections. They will move it on to the other sections of their store during opening hours. They will move it on. They will move it on to the other sections of the store. They will move it on. Or before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh procedure to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. They will move it on to the other sections. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The freshest stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the stockroom and reopened. Reported to a storekeeper. Overstock. After restocking a shelf, return to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. After restocking a shelf. After restocking a shelf, return to the stockroom. Return to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. Storekeepers will sort these items and take them to refrigerated and non-refrigerated storage areas. Employee handbook, stocking shelves. Stockers at Phoenix Closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that the product displays remain orderly. While carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to observe the following guidelines. Deliveries after a delivery comes in. The stockers will sort the items into carts for the stockers. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for storekeepers are found on page 22 of this handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag. With a number. If our card hasn't been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask the storekeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so that customers can get around it easily. Shelves. Arrange the shelf to make room for the new product. Check order dates on perishables such as dairy and meat. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack of the cart before restocking. Before the store opens, stockers are bringing fresh procedure to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on to the other sections. Of the store. They will move it on to their other sections. They will move it on, or they will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The fresh stocks should always be placed at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the stockroom and reported to a storekeeper. Overstock. After restocking, a shelf returned to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. Storekeepers will sort these items and take them to refrigerated and non-refrigerated storage bins. Storage areas. Employee handbags, stocking shelves, stockers at Phoenix closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. While carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to observe the following guidelines. Deliveries. After delivery content, the storekeeper will sort the items into carts for the stockers. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Including product labeling, stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for storekeepers are found on page 22 of this handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag with a number. If a card hasn't been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask the storekeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the card so that customers can get around it easily. Arrange a shelf to make arrange a shelf arrange a shelf to make room for the new product. Arrange a shelf to make room for the new product. Arrange a shelf to make room for the new product. Arrange a shelf to make room for the new product. Arrange a shelf to make room for the new product. Check order dates on the perishables such as daily earned meats. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the basket and at the bottom rack of the cart before restocking. Restocking before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh procedure to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on the they will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The freshest books should always be placed at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the store stockroom and reopened to our storekeeper. Overstock. After restocking a shelf, return to the stockroom. Return to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. Storekeepers will sort these items and take them to refrigerated or non-refrigerated storage areas. Employee handbook, stocking shelves. Storekeepers of Phoenix closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. While carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to observe the following guidelines. Deliveries. After delivery comes in, the storekeepers will sort the items into carts for the stockers. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for storekeepers are found on page 22 of this handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag with a number. If a card not has been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask our storekeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the card so that customers can get around it easily. Shelves. The arrange the shelves to make room for the new product. Check order dates of perishables such as daily and meats. In items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack. Hmm? Place these in the basket. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack of the cart before restocking. Restocking before the store opens, stockers will bring fresh procedure to aisle one and two. They will move on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The fresh stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the stock room and reported to our storekeeper. Overstock. After restocking, a shelf return to the stock room with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. Storekeepers will sort these items and take them to refrigerated and non-refrigerated storage areas. Employee handbooks, stocking shelves. Storekeepers appointing closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product displays remain orderly. While carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to observe the following guidelines of deliveries. After delivery comes in, the stockers will sort the items into carts for the stockers. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Stores Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for storekeepers are found on page 22 of its handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag with a number. If a card has not been assigned a tag, the storekeeper can ask the storekeeper keeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so that customers can get around it easily. Shelves. Blend the shelf to make room for the new product. Check all the dates on perishables such as dairy and meat. Items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack of the cart before restocking. Restocking before before the store opens. Stockers will bring fresh procedure to aisle one and two. They will move on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The fresh stock should always be placed at 10 at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the stockroom and reported to our storekeeper. Overstock. After restocking a shelf, return to the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. Storekeepers will sort these items and take them to refrigerated and non-refrigerated storage areas. Hmm. Employee handbook store shelves. Storekeepers of Phoenix closers are responsible for stocking shelves with fresh items and ensuring that all product delivery and displays remain orderly while carrying out these while carrying out these okay while carrying out these and other duties, they are expected to observe the following guidelines. Deliveries. After a delivery comes in, the storekeepers will sort the items into carts for the stockers. Storekeepers are in charge of managing inventory, including product labeling. Stockers are often asked to help storekeepers during peak delivery times. Instructions for storekeepers are found on page 22 of this handbook. Cards. Each card should have a tag with a number. If a card hasn't been assigned a tag, the stocker can ask the storekeeper where they should take it. In the aisle, be sure to leave sufficient space around the cart so that customers can get around it easily. shelves. Arrange the shelves to make room for the new product. Check order data on perishables such as dairy and meat. Items items nearing or past their expiration date must be returned to the stockroom. Place these in the breakfast order. Place these in the basket on the bottom rack of the cart before restocking. Before the store opens, stockers will blink fresh procedure to aisle 1 and 2. They will move it on to the other sections of the store during opening hours. The fresh stock should always be placed at the back of the shelf. Damaged products should be returned to the stock lane and reported to our storekeeper. Storekeeper. Overstock. After restocking a shelf, returning the stockroom with any overstock. Overstock should be placed on the blue counter. Storekeepers will sort these items on and take them to refrigerated and non-refrigerated storage areas. Hmm. Mm-mm.